yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He finds his running back, Rawls. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Barr in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. On second down, here's Wilson. Sets up the screen to Robinson. There he goes inside the 30. Denard Robinson by himself. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Denard Robinson, 43 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Wide Eddie.
The second down throw for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Bennett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Baldwin goes in motion right. On third down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On second down, Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now they'll run it here off tackle. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A.J. Green, as time expires in the first half. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This will be taken in at the 1. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Get ready.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Bridgewater on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. The play clock's running down. So that'll back him up 5. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And a dump off here to Robinson. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Open man, it's Vanette. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Graham. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Check 50, check 50. Move 15. 19.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And he loses the football the second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On third down, Bridgewater. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. But he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 87 yards. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Bridgewater, escaping the pressure right. On the right side, caught by Green. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. To throw is Bridgewater. And incomplete. complete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
84. Who's got 84? Check 84. Get ready. Blue 58.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Malik McDowell in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Ryan Quigley now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. This is Archer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. 380. Tempo, tempo. Eyeball 10. Go. Short. 380. 24.
On 1st and 10, Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. Tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Do you think after that last run, they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Second down, goal to go from the 6. On the run, it's Robinson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And on 2nd and 10 now. run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Bridgewater now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Green. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. That's
going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They run it with McCammon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap. Jump too quickly.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.